Well, the singing has been going for the last hour here in Oberhof. I think spirits high after success for the host nation yesterday, and they're expecting more today. The two pursuit races coming up once again. The women get the early rise call, men with a little bit of a lie-in, but the advantage going first is you get slightly better track conditions.
It's not going to be perfect with the very warm temperatures and difficult, soggy snow conditions. I think they've done well to prepare it. Put some salt on it to toughen up the snow, so it should be fair and equal for all.
Well, once again, it's misty, it's wet. The wind isn't too significant at the moment, but if the last few days are anything to go by. Andrea Henkel having a last-minute snack, I should say, before the start of the race. A little bit late to be eating, isn't it, Mike?
Would you do that 5 minutes before the start? I think it was she was eating a banana there.
Well, maybe felt a little tired after her warm-up. You certainly wouldn't eat before you started skiing, but if she's had a long warm-up today, then maybe not a bad idea, but you sure don't want to be having a three-course meal at this stage of the day. They've only got a few minutes before they're due off. Well, is she the new superstar? I think Magdalena Neun has been forgotten already. Miriam Gusner has taken over, and she's done so because she won in exactly the same fashion as the ex-champion.
Well, what a ski speed she had yesterday. 2 penalties, and outskied Tora Berger by what, some 50 seconds. Rico Gross just giving the final advice.
Hit the targets, I think he said. Just hit the targets. So the women's pursuit coming up shortly. Gusner, Berger and Henkel will be the first away. Last-minute preparations. Here's Daria Domrasha. She was in the top 5 as far as ski speed goes yesterday, and Daria looking relaxed, Mike. I think everyone assumed she was going to win the overall World Cup this year. It's not going to be quite as easy as many thought.
Well, if she shoots the way she shot yesterday, she missed 1 in the pro and 3 in the stand, it's going to be a difficult journey for her. But you'd expect in daylight now, it was quite dark yesterday, that she should hit, at least 80% of the targets.
Now, these guys deserve, I think they deserve the prize money that the athletes are going to get, because they've had to work harder than anyone over this week just to make sure that the tracks have stayed skiable, let alone in good condition. There you see the course. It doesn't give you too much idea of the ups and downs. Fairly handy if you've got to negotiate the course. But, Mike, the approach to the range doesn't look difficult, but it comes off the back of quite a long climb. And you've got, 30-45 seconds of skiing alongside the stands and the noise that this crowd generate.
And they don't generate a lot of noise. Normally the empty cases, the brass cases there, they're buried in the snow, but there's no snow just off the firing point. And very late, the wheelbarrowing of snow onto some rougher patches. There's some stones and grit coming through, so they're just trying to do the final 5 minutes preparation of the track.
The figures on the right are the timings for the departure of each of the athletes relative to Miriam Gusner, who will be the first away. We're really interested in the front of the field. All these people are vying for a good performance, which may or may not put them into the World Cup points. Top 40 getting points today. Well, they're all the spent cartridges. They'll be swept up as the race goes on, and certainly the firing point is kept clear. Now they're all called to the start. Miriam Gusner's been ready for the last couple of minutes. Alongside her, Tora Berger, who had the perfect shoot yesterday to get herself another top finish. She is the leader of the World Cup at the moment, and she leads the Pursuit World Cup with a victory early on in the season. 3 pursuits, 3 different winners. No one has won from further down the starting order than 4th. Generally, the winner comes out of the top 2 in the women's event.
Well, today the top 3, there's only 24 seconds separating them, but only 2 seconds separating the first 2. And Tora Berger, with her perfect shoot yesterday, must be feeling a little confident.
Possibly a first win for Zaitseva of Russia, who starts number 5. We'll see. Gusner will fancy her 3rd victory of the season. I see Miriam Gusner's picked herself up a nice sponsor in Red Bull. And I think Red Bull, assuming she's going to be as popular as Magdalena Neuner has been over the last 5 or 6 years. There is Zaitseva of Russia. She's coming to form. It's taken a little time to get herself right up to the top level. Andrea Henkel, I think, Mike, will be delighted that she got third yesterday, and she's going to be in a good position. Here we go. Pursuit number 4, and it's Miriam Gusner who's underway. Tora Berger right on her heels, but will not be anywhere near her when they come in for the first shoot. And then it's a question of who is going to chase hardest. Henkel, Duran, Zaitseva, Zhima of Ukraine. What a race she had yesterday. And Vilakina of Russia starting number 7. Henkel, a good shoot yesterday. It was a really solid performance, Mike, but if she wants to win, she's got to take a few more risks.
I think she has. She did increase her shooting speed yesterday, but Henkel would be looking for the perfect 20 shots, 20 hits to win this one. And Nadine Hirschler, we saw her, well, we'll see her again. She's bib number 9, looking very nervous on the start grid.
Number 6, that is Julia Zhima. PB for her yesterday, so a chance to make yet more improvements. She'll have to shoot clear. Olga Vilakina, the second Russian to start. Their form is starting to come back. But the third Russian way down in 24th place. That was Katerina Shamilova.
It must feel like a lifetime of waiting there, and it's only 1 minute 16.
I see Yurieva's been doing pretty well. We'll talk about that later on. She's been racing on the IBU Cup, and now a mass of starters. Brunet goes for France. The Semilienko twins start number 13 and 14, having produced virtually identical times yesterday. Dubrazava for Belarus, Vikova, Horn, Scardino, Honish, Kaiser Makarainen starting 20. She's just about to start. Away she goes. She's quick, and she could well pull herself into the top 5. On the right of your screen, number 21, that's Pedrushna, Vera of Italy, waiting for starters' orders. Away she goes. Up front, there's plenty of action. And Miriam Gusner, how cheeky is that of Tora Berger?
I'm so surprised. I thought Tora Berger would just, pick up the 2 seconds, tuck in behind, but she's having none of it. She wants to lead this one. Maybe she wants to try and hold her back a little.
Tactics, Mike?
I'm surprised. I just thought that Tora Berger skiing 20 seconds, in fact 40 seconds slower than Gusner yesterday. I thought she'd just tuck in behind.
Well, a couple of explanations. One could be that Gusner is tired after yesterday's effort, skiing 50 seconds faster than Tora Berger. That's extraordinary. I think that's a little bit of gamesmanship going on between Berger and Gusner there, Mike. Tora Berger saying, how dare you encroach on my territory? I'm the number 1 in the world. Leave me be. Good cornering. Gusner looking for an opportunity. It's not there. I can see those two putting each other off. There's a little bit of needle going on with the two leaders.
Didn't they look great taking that bend out? Of course, Gusner from Garmisch-Partenkirchen. She loves her alpine skiing and totally fearless on the corner. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of tense bodies coming around this sharp right-hand bend.
Name the mountain above Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Zugspitz.
The Zugspitz, well done. Yeah, what a great place to go alpine skiing. And if you fancy cross-country and alpine, you can do both. And then you can take a swim in the outdoor pool below the Zugspitz. It is an absolutely fabulous place. And what a place to live and train. No wonder she's good.
Well, this is it looks a little battle going on at the front here. They're just saying to each other, come on, challenge me, let's have a go at this.
I wonder whether this is Berger saying, I'm gonna put you out of your comfort zone. I'm gonna force you to race my race, not your race, and I know that if that happens you will miss targets and I won't. She undoubtedly is 20% better than Gusner with the rifle in the standing position.
Oh, you're absolutely right. In fact, 89% hit rate for Tora Berger, absolutely, and Gusner's only down in 66. Ow!
There's the first tumble, and it's Julia Zhima. That might have hurt. Have a look, see if the rifle takes any damage.
She deliberately failed to save the rifle.
You think she fell on purpose? No, she did. The way she fell.
The way she fell was to save the rifle, which it's 2000. £700 or €3,200, but you want it to remain accurate. And the wooden part, the rifle stock, they do snap easily. If you fall backwards, it has a high chance of breaking.
And what does the stock cost on its own?
It's up, it varies. There's a lad here in Oberhof, he charges €1,300 just for the wooden stock part. But he moulds it and makes it to fit.
It's a pricey game. That's a good incentive to learn your downhill skills. Henkel leading the second group. She's going very well indeed. We've got Durant of France in there, who's looked better and better as the season's gone on. Really taken over from Brunet as the French number one. And Zaitseva, I think, biding her time. I think perhaps playing the most sensible game of all.
Well, Zaitseva, she's just so experienced. She's been through these races many times, and she knows that the race is not won on the first lap of 2 kilometres.
Have a look at that. How is that for a packed stadium? The World Championships here back in 2004 were noisy, but I don't think they compared to the noise that's being generated today. And